Dragon Ball is a revolutionary series and it was conceived by one man, and that man's name is Akira Toriyama. While a lot of people take him for granted, he is now 60 years old and is still giving us Dragon Ball content. So to give an insight as to who this man is, here are 6 facts about the creator himself. Let's get this one out of the way. Akira Toriyama's favorite character is a mixture between both Piccolo and Hercule. He was quoted when saying, when asked about his favorite character, "I believe mine would be Piccolo. He was the first character in my manga where I was like, he has a scary face, but he's so cool. It's really cliche when bad guys turn into good guys, but it just feels great drawing it." However, when Toriyama was asked if he were to create another series, who would be the main character, he responds with, and I quote, "The main character would be Mr. Satan." So I guess you could come to the conclusion that in terms of design, Piccolo is his favorite, however in terms of personality, it's Mr. Satan. Which really tells you a lot about Toriyama's personality. If one of his favorite characters is Hercule, who is basically the joke of the entire franchise, what does that tell you? Akira Toriyama worked a lot. In fact, there was a point in time where he went 6 days with only 20 minutes of sleep. Toriyama even said in an interview, "There was a time where I slept only 20 minutes over the span of 6 days. It was like I was going to die." Now during this period, he wasn't actually working on Dragon Ball, he was working on his other manga, Dr. Slump. Basically, anyone who says Toriyama is lazy is wrong. Most of the faults in Toriyama's work is due to his forgetful nature. And who can blame him? He got 20 minutes of sleep in 6 days. The Japanese Goku, voiced by Masako Nozawa, was handpicked by Toriyama himself. For those of you that have no idea what the Japanese Goku sounds like, take a listen to this.
穏やかな心を持ちながら激しい怒りによって目覚めた伝説の戦士スーパーサイヤ人孫悟空だ。
That is the voice that Toriyama himself envisioned Goku sounding like, and I find that interesting because a lot of people in the Western world don't actually like how Masako Nozawa portrays Goku. However, it's the complete opposite in Japan. Akira Toriyama took a massive influence from Astro Boy. In fact, if you compare Goku to Astro Boy, you can clearly see their similarities. Along with that, Toriyama was actually a huge fan of Jackie Chan films. In an interview, he was actually asked about his favorite Jackie Chan movie. Toriyama replied with Drunken Master, "If I hadn't seen this movie, I would never have come up with Dragon Ball." Toriyama admits that he is a very forgetful person. In recent times, he thought that a Super Saiyan 2 was actually a Super Saiyan 3. He referred to General Tao as that guy with the braid in an interview, and we all know what happened to launch. Toriyama's forgetful nature has led to a few inconsistencies within the series. The one that gets me the most is when Goku performs his instant transmission Kamehameha wave against Cell, he completely vaporizes Cell's entire upper body, including his regeneration ability. However, Cell still somehow manages to survive. Toriyama does not like being around the media. He is a very private person. There are barely any interviews of Toriyama around, and it's the same thing with photos. This man lives a very private life, and he reflects that in a lot of his characters. Obviously, Goku been living in the wild his entire life, and even when he killed King Piccolo, he really didn't care much about boasting to the media at all. And then you have Vegeta, who says he will Big Bang attack anybody who shows up at his doorstep uninvited. I don't see Toriyama doing that, but I feel like he can at least relate. So that has been 6 facts about Akira Toriyama. Let me know some more down below, and as always, I will see you in the next Dragon Ball Z video.